Oh, son of a bitch. That started up quick. For an open, that actually... That filled up and started very quickly. And somebody just joined the channel, tried to get in. But yeah, it's too late. Just started. They missed it by 10 seconds. They're gonna have to wait till next year to play one. Ah, that's my one and only. That is gonna be my one and only next year joke. Next year I'll come up with better ones. I'll shut up now. There. It's the only one you don't want to see there. The key is the key is actually not the end of the world there, but you never want to see the map. I do apologize too. I've still got a little bit of a cold, although my cough feels 1,000 times better than it did yesterday. Man, I was dying yesterday. The marathon took a bit out of me. Rupees. At least give me blue rupees or red rupees. Don't give me green rupees. Nobody wants those. Nobody wants arrows either. I would have taken the $300 if it was lying around. Cat is playing with a ball. You'll probably hear it here in a minute. There it is. He found one of the hard plastic balls with the glow lights in it. So when you kick it or you hit it, it glows. And he found it laying somewhere. Must have found it under the couch or some shit. And he's been playing with it nonstop for the last 10 minutes. So you'll probably hear it roll by here eventually. And they hear the voice of the horse go by with it. And if you hear constant click, 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 that's my wife. She's in a WoW raid right now. Ooh, extra bomb. Thought I was in good shape there. Got the freebie and couldn't get a 50-50 on either of the others. Gotta have to. There's a green rupee. Let me check my really quick. 7, 5, and 4. I've gotten into a habit of not checking the map because I've been doing so many Key Sanity. Plus, we got Key Sanity. Key Sanity tournament starts up in a few weeks. That is a sword on the library. So, if I'm by here, I will get that. And there's the horse. Yeah, I guess I'll still farm bombs. And that is the reason you get 2. I should probably do that before I do this. I think it's a little bit quicker, so you gotta go around. Yeah, you gotta go around this. It's not like the end of the world. Fill up, get up to 8, and I'll be on our way. better than buying at this point. Ooh, got a rat. Got both. Just call me the exterminator. Usually they come right at you and hit you like that. Alright, let's finish this off and then see where we're going. Because right now we have no clue. The only good news is that unless we don't get the money for some reason, we're logging off down at the bottom of the Thieves' Hut, which is the best place to log off. Glove. Glove's always nice. That means the next place we're going to go after the safe quit's a sanctuary. We don't have the money. Definitely have the money. Cool, we need to come back up. Very cool.
Holy crap! That was Troy.
That was Troy and Jasper. They both went by.
Well, Jasper stopped running and Troy kept
Yeah. That earthquake you just heard is my cats. That was both the two male cats, Troy and Jasper, just running down the office area here. Cane. Need some money. Wow. 2 sword upgrades early. That is interesting. Very interesting. And we know where the 3rd sword is. So if we ever have the boots and we're going by the library, we will stop and get that 3rd sword. If it's the 4th sword, we'll only do it if it's super convenient. You know, if it's tempered, absolutely, we're getting that sword. But if it's butter, it'd be nice to have. That's about it. Not gonna go out of my way to get it. Oh, hell. Agaseed incoming. Agaseed incoming. We have the Master Sword already. And the cape already. They both come super early in Agaseeds. I'm just waiting to get the lamp. Let the last seed of the year be an Agaseed. Because why not? Why not? Yo, Ace, 300 rupees were on the Lumberjack Ledge. Will not need for any reason. That I could foresee, at least. I cannot imagine a reason we would ever need to go there. Oops. Where's the lamp at? Lamp's gotta be close by. You know the lamp's gotta be close by. We are gonna head down to the Ice Red Cave. That'll be our save quit point. Unless we get the flippers or the moon pearl. At which time we will then fake flipper. Or actual flipper. Oh, and then I think we're gonna go to front end of escape before we go to eastern. Most times I definitely want to be full health when I go in there. Sword beams are very useful in the front end of escape because there's just a lot of shit you can do faster. And knock shit out of your way. Ugh, that lag. Oh, right in the butt. Woo! So in the off chance that we do get the lamp here, my brain is saying just do Aghanim, but I cannot bring myself to do Aghanim in 11 minutes. Not when there's still shit to check. But we will check, we'll set up a death warp from underneath as well, unless it's the key. It's not the key. But we definitely will not sequence break that if we don't get a light source. That'd be nice. Shit, I would break over to Eastern so fucking quick and make your head spin. Why not single bomb drops? It's gotta be in the loot pack. And we know that, we know the chest underneath is live. I just don't know what's in there. So Ace, what are you up to tonight? You doing anything special to ring in the new year, other than sit here and watch this old fart? Man, I don't want to kill that thing just in case I need it for a death warp. Ooh, oh, that's actually very nice. I don't need it, but it doesn't actually change anything, but it is nice. Actually, it means I could sequence break up to Death Mountain if I really wanted to, and actually get into Hera. So very nice. Very, very nice. Nothing good there. I mean, we know that we're either going to find the lamp or we're going to find the hammer or the mitts. But we don't have the moon pearl yet either, so... So I'm thinking Aga is most likely going to happen, but we'll find the lamp. It just makes it easier. I really don't know the dark room yet. I've done it once before. But it was not easy, and I was doing it just for fun. I wasn't doing it in seriousness, so... yeah, I have no intention of... actually doing that. Actually, what's interesting is, unless the flute is out here, if it is the lamp, which I'm guessing it is at this point, it means that we would eventually be able to go up and do Death Mountain. Which means, honestly, Death Mountain's not the worst sequence break in the world right here. I don't like doing it that much because there's only 2 items that let you get to Death Mountain. And that's the flute and the lantern. So you know that one of those 2 will never be up there. And even though I don't care much about the lantern, if you lose the flute, like if you go up there and you sequence break it and it sends you down the rabbit hole and you miss the flute at someplace obvious, it's a real pain in the ass. Easterns as of yet. So this is most likely going to be a double dip into Eastern. Unless we get a surprise bow. Yo, Gil, what's up, man? I did. I survived. I'm feeling pretty good. Got some good sleep last night. My only, the only thing that's happened to me that went poorly was two calf cramps in the middle of the night. One on each leg. It was a pleasant surprise. Waking up in excruciating pain from a calf cramp in the right leg, working that out, and then a couple hours later getting one in the left. Man, there's an item on Armos too, and this is out of sequence. Alright, so that means it's either one of two spots. It's either at, it's either at Agana, or it's at Zora. The good news is, we have the rupees for Zora. Alright, so we'll do this, and then I think... I'm not sure. I'm not sure which way we'll go. If we'll go to Agana or Zora. I think we'll probably do Agana first, in case the off chance of the Moon Pearl being an option, because then we can go up and we can clear more items up there.
I'm not sure if I did this fight. I don't...
The only way that it would be the other way around is if it was the book at Zora, which just seems... I mean, I guess it's just as likely as the Moon Pearl being down here. It's also cheaper. So we have two items. One of these two is probably going to be the lamp, which will most likely lead us to Aghanim, but it also opens up Death Mountain and Hera, so we do have stuff to do. And a Happy New Year to you too, good sir. Hope it's a wonderful one. We'll be rolling in the new year with style here. Wife and I will stay up. We'll watch the celebration. The clock turn to midnight, and then probably be asleep 5 minutes later. Because we are all about the fun here in this household. Let me tell you that. Is that Zora? Zora it is, ladies and gentlemen. I'll laugh my ass off if it actually is the book. I don't know why I'm going this way. It's just habit. Dude, that's a lot of wine. That is a shit ton of wine. We've got a bunch of wine in the kitchen that we should probably crack into, but it was a random wine thing, and none of the bottles we've opened so far have been good. So my guess is they're all basically garbage. Shit. No, I'm off. I'm off again. God damn it. I need to get a better way to do this, because sometimes this gets really annoying. There it is. What? I'm quicker to walk. I'm just gonna go ahead and sequence break the Hobo one here and then head up. That is a lot of wine. At least you started with the wine. I had a buddy of mine. This would have been... It was actually at a New Year's party. This would have been a couple years ago. 4 or 5 years ago, I'm going to say. He was drinking rum all night long, and then they ran out of rum. He still wanted to drink, so he started drinking wine. And let's just say the aftermath was horrible. the cleanup work was not good. If you know what I mean. Whoa. That would have... I almost died there. That would have been horrible. I've done that once before, actually, where I was jumping out intentionally so that I wouldn't die. And, oh, there's silvers. Ooh. Oh, that's going to be super fucking inconvenient. It takes, with the flippers, it takes maybe 45 seconds to get that. Hopefully, if we have to check out the wishing well, we have the flippers, so we can go do that. But that is going to be super fucking inconvenient. Where's the lamp? Knew that was coming. Alright, so we can go do, let's go do Death Mountain first. Not quite ready for Aga yet, but really close. But there's too much shit up on the mountain. And we kind of knew that was coming. Should have just sequence break Death Mountain. I mean, I was thinking about doing it, but decided not to. Well, the thing, it's a crystal up here, so I have to do this anyway. So it doesn't matter if I do it an hour later. And, I mean, the hammer could be up here, or the gloves could be up here. Definitely not a gimme. I've had this happen before where the last two items were the two Dark World items. It was basically this exact scenario where there were, like, 2 items left to check. I don't remember if they were the same 2, but the last 2 items were hammer and mitts, so... Or hammer and pearl, whatever it was. I don't remember the exact scenario, but there were 2 items left. You needed 2 items to get to Dark World. I've only had that happen once, but it does happen. So, definitely don't want to commit to the Aga kill yet. I'm pretty much of the mindset these days to never do Aghanim until you've exhausted all resources. Except when you realize that it's going to be, like, in this case, let's say I didn't have, like this case here, let's say there's only 1 place left to check, and I needed 2 items. I mean, that's pretty simple. There are very few chase items that would get you more than, you know, that would actually net you more than 1 item, so you would just go and do that. Very few. But I agree, this is definitely looking like an Aghanim kill, but hey, I gotta clear Hera anyway. And then when we go do that, we'll actually probably, we will probably swing up to the escape and get that last escape item. The one I don't like to sequence break, but yeah, this is... See this coming, this is gonna be like the fucking map or compass right here, and we gotta do the basement. Oh, it's my Moon Pearl. Okay, well, we still gotta do this. Alright, well, that does change things a little bit. I'm gonna take a couple of hits here. That's good enough. In case I accident. Oh shit, and I did. Oh hell. This is really bad. This is exactly why I didn't want to take too many hits. Because of that right there. I've done that before. It is not the first time I've done that. Every once in a while, even if you sit there and just swing, 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 every once in a while one of those can slip through. So like an Alzheimer's patient, I'm going to do it again. And I'm doing this because I want to set up a death warp here. That's fine now. So I tried to save some time and it costed me some time. Yeah, I just realized. I have a mirror. It's not like I didn't just use it a second ago. Well, now I'm definitely going to do it because I'm a goddamn moron. What the hell am I thinking, man? I mean, I just used it. Now I'm definitely going to just Death Warp and get this over with. Because I want to get my health back, because apparently I don't know what the fuck I'm doing anymore in this game.
My interrupt's got a 10-second cooldown.
Fucking forgot that I had the mirror. I just used it. Literally a minute sooner. Ah, I'm telling you guys. With age, the memory starts to go. That was a minute I just lost. For no fucking reason. I don't have a good memory to begin with. Right here. My wife knows I do not have a good memory.
What? Who?
I was explaining that I do not have a good memory.
I died it.
Move. Move. It's fucking close. Oh shit. No, 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 no. Oh, poke the bear. Walked right into it. That was his fault, not mine. Alright, well, we'll get this thing done. We'll do the escape underneath, and then, yeah, go do Aghanim. Again, we had to do this anyway, so it's not a big deal. It's just we didn't play very well. We did stupid shit. Definitely want sword beams going into Aga. Makes the climb so much easier. So we have a sword upgrade locked behind the boots. We have the silvers locked behind the flippers. How's that for convenience? I never understood why they gave the Ganondorf sprite a red cloak for normal mail, and then used a purple cloak for red mail. So every time I get a mail upgrade, I look at it and I'm like, well, the blue makes sense, you know, he's got a blue cloak. But the fact that he's got a red cloak to start, and then a non-red cloak for the red mail, it's just a little weird. Alright. I'm not going to Lazy Kid. What opens up with this? We can actually get into Pod, and we can get the other one. I'm not chancing Lazy Kid. This is the exception to that rule. And if I lose 4 minutes because of it, so be it. I have to assume the majority of the people that are in this race are going to do the same thing that I'm doing right now. This feels like an Aghanim kill in every aspect of it. Just go do Aghanim. I don't want to spend another minute and a half doing a chase quest that is probably not going to count to anything. I would find that incredibly unlikely. Which means it probably is. This fucker right here has knocked me off this ledge a couple of times, just for no reason. He just happened to be, it comes over that corner at a weird angle. Sometimes it knocks you off. Shit, oh, it's open to go down. Ending the new year the way it started, taking damage that you don't need to. And lots of it. Jesus. Everything here tells me this is an Aga kill. They like dropping the cloak. I've noticed that the magic cape. I've noticed that happens a lot with Aghanim kills, and I think the reason why is they build the logic to say, I need you to use the cape to get into Aghanim. So they drop the cape in the middle, and then just randomly, because of the random generator, it gives you a sword in here too. So you get a sword upgrade to go with it. So the sword upgrade's actually the herring, the cape is what's telling you to go to Aghanim. So that happens a lot, I notice. Because you just need one sword and the cape. One to cut in the curtains. Alright, no blue balls? Really? No blue balls? Hey, no blue balls. Alright, well, we'll drop down, get the item here. The only debate is, do I go to Pod or do I go to the Catfish? We can get some of the items at Pod, so I guess we just go to Pod. Check the dungeons here. Alright, so it's green, red, where's blue? Blue is ice, and where's 6? Alright, so cannot full clear this, but we'll definitely get a decent amount, unless it happens to just be bow locked when you step in, which is not the worst thing in the world if it is, because then at least you don't go down the rabbit hole too deep, and nothing will be out of sequence. There's no sequence break in the scenario, so you're either gonna get it or you're not. And then if we don't, we'll just go to Catfish, and then hope that it's not a fucking lazy kid. And we'll do a save quit as soon as we're out here. As soon as we run out of things to do. Unless we find Light World progression, then we'll mirror, and then save quit. Because now that we have the mirror... Since we have the mirror, we can go... or we have to use that because we killed Aghanim. Otherwise, save quit, it sends you to the pyramid. He is done already? So my wife is done reading. Big key, okay. So let's just do it this way. We already have the, since we have the big key here, the chances are we're... Oh, I can't. Oh, Jesus Christ, a crutch. Right, the keys. So we gotta go this way and then double back again. It also means that the bridge is a key. That bridge chest has got to be a key. If this is a key, then the bridge is a key. Because they are linked. Because they won't give you a key here and not one on the other. Because then you would be key locked. So that chest right there has to be a small key. Which means if there's an item to get, it's going to be over here probably sooner rather than later. Or there'll be 2 small keys. Could just be 2 small keys. Yeah, it's 2 small keys. And again, for the same reason, is because then if you open this door, you couldn't get to the left door. So there's no harm in opening this. We know that... Wow. Okay. Not progression, but... That's kind of remarkable, actually. So 2 chances here, and we're done, and then we gotta hope that it's catfish. Because if it's the lazy kid, we fucked up. That's not it. So unless this is the bow, we're out. Oh, actually, shit, yeah. Just got done saying this, too. How'd it go, babe?
Huh?
How'd it go?
That's okay. I didn't get anything this time. But like I said last time, I got 3 things, so I'm not complaining.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I guess since we're going to be right there, we might as well get that sword. This is the time where it's convenient, because we're going to be 10 seconds away from it, so might as well get it. Doesn't help a ton, but it does help. Oh God, it could still be a lazy kid. See, there it's catfish, so... There we go. Did we fuck up? Did the kid have it? Probably so. Looks like we did an agate clear we didn't need to. That sucks. Can we get that only because it's convenient? We might have done an agate kill that we didn't need to do. It does happen. I mean, who would have ever thought the lazy kid would be literate? You know what I should have fucking done is I should have checked the ledge before I did Agnes Cave, just to see what was here, in case it was a progression. It's not. That is unfortunate. So it's either here. It could still be a catfish. Keep this in mind. It could still be a catfish. This is not a guarantee, because just because it's open and we have to do it doesn't necessarily mean the progression is here. It also could be on the if it happens to be on the torch. If this is torch locked, then the boots are progression, and this was required. Well, less likely now. But again, it could be the hammer. Hammer could be on there. That would lock the progression up too. So let's see what's on that torch. That torch is going to tell us everything about this seed. It's the big key. Alright, we did not do this. Most likely we did not screw this up. So it was boot locked. The book might have been a herring. The only other alternative would be if the book led us to Ether Tablet, and Ether Tablet led us to progression. Because that means this is not clearable without that, without those boots, which are in pod. So, and Landmoa has the item. So maybe we didn't screw up. Oh, God. So, my neighbor down the street, down, what is it, 3 or 4 houses, is a fucking pyromaniac. And I mean, obviously it's worse on 4th of July, but he will set up fireworks for any reason that he possibly can. And I just heard it right now, which means he's gonna be doing this shit all fucking night. Thankfully, it's cold as shit out there. So at least he's freezing his balls off while he does it.
I don't think there'd be that many people out there tonight. It's been this cold.
Did you just hear that?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, yeah, he's doing it now. Yeah, well, at least with Buttersword, this is going to be a very fast fight. Not as fast as it would be with all the silvers, but still fast. So if this is progression, and it is some progression, wow, that's weird progression, because that gets us to the other side of the world, but very slowly. So I think we're going to go to Death Mountain. So that gets us, if we go through the pyramid, that gets us there. So now things have opened up a bit. We can actually, we can check some shit out. There is that Ether Tablet that's up there too, but, I don't really want to check that right now. Although I guess if I don't check it now, I'm never going to check it. I just realized that. If I do not check this now, there's no chance I'm ever going to check this, because, there's no way we'll ever be on this side of the map. Except for Spike Cave. So, and this doesn't take long. This is only a few seconds, so it's not a huge investment. Plus 1 bonk. This better not be the hammer. Okay. Alright, so we did the right thing. So Aga was required. Oh, actually, no, change that. Catfish is still out there. Aga's almost required. No, 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 no! I'm just gonna stand here and let them go all around me. Thought I had the extra shot in there to hit it out of the way with the sword beams, but apparently I didn't. A big bonk, yes indeed. A big, fat bonk. Alright, so the way the seed is taking us, if there's nothing up here, which there probably isn't, that means we have to go do... we have to go the long way around to get to Village of Outcasts. But means we can pick up shit on the way, which means we'll do the catfish, we'll do, you know, a couple other things too, so... I'll make things a little bit easier. See if we can not fuck this up this time. Should be fine. This will be our save quit point, and then we got to go back to. We got to start at the house and then head to Rando Castle. It's the only way we can get to Dark World right now. Unless it's right here. It's not. It's a nice item. Don't get me wrong. I like that item. It's not what we wanted. Okay, to Dark World we go. And then we gotta take the long, long fucking trek up to, up to where we need to go. Now, the thing is, routing-wise, this is really generous because there's a shit ton of stuff we can check on the way. But beyond that, it's very inconvenient. But we are going to go check Catfish, the one and last spot that would have potentially caused us to... Actually, no, no. No, I'm wrong. The Aga kill was guaranteed. Yeah. What am I saying? This is obviously not accessible. It is, however, quicker, I believe, to save quit and go back to the pyramid here than it is to run all the way back around, I think. Not sure. We're gonna find out, though. Getting better at that. So, I know I can check those two items up here, but I'm gonna wait until I can do it when I don't have to lose my portal. Because if I do it now, I actually lose my portal. Because you can't do... Well, actually, no, you can. You can. You just have to go... Wait. Can you do that? So you have to go in that side. Yeah, you can. Never mind, you can do this without losing the portal. What am I saying? You just have to go back around the other way to do it. It's kind of frustrating, but yeah, I'm wrong. You can do this. You just have to do it that way. And then come back out and around and all that jazz. What am I saying? You can still do that. If you can get in, you can get out. course, there won't be anything here because... reasons. I don't know why I always go around to here to do it. It's not like it makes a difference. And I butt bumped it to open it. Yeah. Oh, should have just not done it. Could have been faster. Then you just don't know, do you? You just don't know. So we still need a lot of items here. A lot of shit still missing. I'm actually, you know what? I'm tempted to go up to, even though this is a crystal here, I'm tempted. Oh, now I'm definitely tempted. Never mind. Now I'm definitely doing it. I was just gonna say I'm tempted to go up to Skullwoods first. Now I'm definitely doing it because now I can get both of those items if the other one's firewalked. Yeah, let's just do it now. I'm more concerned about the hammer being up here and then going into Thieves Town and then getting the hammer. But now that it's even much more convenient, this is a pretty easy decision to make. So I've seen a lot of people come in this way, and I understand why. That's not the reason. It's that often there's a key in there. If you get a key, it saves you a lot of time going back up and around, so... Because then you get everything going in reverse. That key. So if this is not an item... I was gonna say that means that this is guaranteed to be an item within the Firelocked region. That is the worst item to get here, because now I gotta go back. I'm not gonna go kill Mothula if the item is here. See, it's been pretty interesting. Required Aga. That wasn't quite required. So it's in one of these two. Since we have the mirror, we'll do the chest first. If it saves us a little bit of time, then we'll do it. And we'll also check the ped while we're here. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to check the ped first. I'm going to check the ped before going in here, because that means we have to go do Mothula first. We're going to do it anyway. So, that means I would change the order of event that I would do these in. Checking the ped first. Because if this is a pedestal seed, I will obviously have to kill Mothula anyway. And it would save a little bit of time there. Increase arrows short stowage. Right, well, at least we don't have to deal with that shit. It is quicker doing it that way. I don't know why I do it that way. It's quicker doing it the, I've seen people do it the other way, and I was always wondering why, and it doesn't seem quicker, because then you gotta pick up that thing, you gotta walk around and all that shit, so, hammer! Look at that! That's our progression right there, and that, my friends, is why you do this first. And actually, since we have the hammer now, we can get the quicker way back. We can get the quicker way back. That has already ceased being quicker because of that. Wow, we did that in the perfect order. Thank you very much. Be here all week. Please tip your wages. Huh? What? Who are you calling a weirdo? I think she was calling me a weirdo. She says maybe. She was definitely calling me a weirdo. That is huge, because that means we can full clear Thieves Town, and if there happens to be an item down there, that would be huge. And that will fuck somebody up, I guarantee it, if there's an item in the Thieves Town basement. Somebody will get fucked royally. In fact, several somebodies will get fucked royally by not checking that, because they didn't have the hammer. Because the route this leads you to, Sankart, the route this leads you says that you should check this first and not go into Skullwoods. But it's pinned at Skullwoods, which I've said this before, is our favorite kind of Skullwoods, because there's always something there. I can count on one hand the amount of times that I've checked pinned at Skullwoods and had been no items. It's a very low number. Now, on the other hand, I can recur many, many, many times that a Thieves Town had nothing in it. And the chances of there being an item down there has increased. Man, if there's something like the bow or the mitts down there, or the flute. Oh my god, this plays nuts. Now, if it's the map, then, or the compass, then, you know, who gives a shit? We still needed to get that hammer, don't get me wrong. It is a 100% required item. Oh. Close enough. So we're an hour in, and there are still a shit ton of things we need. I can actually start figuring it out. Alright, well, the chances have decreased. Now there's 3 items in here. Alright, so what do we actually need? We definitely need 1 medallion, we just don't know which one. We need the flute. We need the flippers. We need the bow. We need the mitts. So 5 items. We're not sure exactly which 5 they are yet, but we need 5. That's a lot of items for a 1 hour on open. Hell, we had go mode quicker on the Key Sanity run earlier, I think. That was a beautiful Key Sanity run. Out of... Ah, shit, there's nothing in there. Man. The one time I want there to be something in the basement. Just to really fuck people up. The one time. They could have given it to me one time. It really would have fucked people up if there was a required item in there. Oh man, he moved. Okay, alright, so we'll do the normal south route out of town. We can check almost everything on that route. And we'll take it all around to Hype Cave. So the big item is the bow. The bow lets us clear 2 crystal dungeons. The flute also gets us into Mire. The flippers gets us into a couple of things. And of course the Titan's Mitts. I mean, the Titan's Mitts are huge. So something has got to be on this route. At least one of those 4 items has got to be on this route. And my guess is it's not the flute. The Titan's Mitts open up a lot more. So if we get the mitts here, we will definitely head back and do the smithy route. A lot of work for nothing. So this is the... If I happen to find the mitts in one of these 3 spots, I'll still go back and do the smithy, but obviously at Hype Cave I will not. Usually doesn't involve me there. Who's got it? Stumpy? That ain't it. Of course you find that when you don't want it. Well, I see I'm just... Always find it when you don't want it. This is like the only time you just... I mean, the asteroid is completely worthless with... Unless green pennant is required. You dealing with some hype today? There's gotta be something. Something has to be here. We don't have any... It doesn't have to be here. There's Spike Cave, I guess. We can do Spike Cave. Oh shit, I did it again. As infrequently as you do Aga kills anymore, this just becomes common to save quit there, but yeah, I need to stop doing that. So the only thing I skipped down here is Bombos Tablet, and I did that because I'll need to go to Swamp anyway. And I can do it when I go to Swamp, so... So if Ether is the tablet inside of Turtle Rock, we will go in after we do everything else, because we still don't have a ton of progression, and that Ice Rod was kind of tricky. It's just an odd place to get that. Because it gave us all the required items to do this, so... Turtle Rock might be a valid play. But only if this is Ether. And it is not. Oh, good. That makes this decision much easier. Unless it's over here, which has done that shit before. It's like, oh yeah, no, it's Bombos. We're gonna... You don't have Bombos. And then, like, in here, or in Hookshot Cave, it's Bombos. Alright, so it was the right play. It wasn't the item I was expecting, but it's definitely the item I want. And we will do a Spike Cave. We're not going to leave Spike Cave behind. Spike Cave has fucked me twice in the last couple of weeks, where there's been an item in there and I just haven't checked it till late. There's our flute. That's beautiful. So we are not skipping this, because we have no purpose, we have no reason at all to go back to that side of Death Mountain until the end of the game. So now we can check a few more things. And we'll finish Eastern and Eastern and Pot first. Cape. I gotta make sure not to fuck it up. Actually, I'm just not even gonna bother. It's faster fucking doing this anyway. There's that half a frame of stutter with the cape. It's killed me before. Okay. Feel happier now. Actually, you know what? We can just do this. We have to go do the cape. We have to... Yeah, let's just do this now. We'll do it this way. We have to go do the, we have to go do the flute eventually, but this isn't a big deal. We'll check the flute later. We'll be on light side anyway when we do this, so we can just do a simple save quit when we get finished with Eastern. It's like, we gotta do this anyway. That was a big deal. Alright, so we gotta do bow side because there's a key over there. There's at least one small key. Although if you find the small key, you could just go to Finn. Oh, there will be! Actually, no, that'll be perfect. It'll be a small key and an item. So we don't actually have to do the bridge, because bridge has to be a key. Because there was a progression item on the lock side, that means the bridge is guaranteed to be a small key. So you just need to do the bow side, we'll be done. Because otherwise you could have key locked yourself. Unless this is the key lock logic. Ooh, that would be horrible. That would invalidate the seed. I've been a part of 2 of those now. Unfortunately, only one of them got invalidated, and it happened to be the a tournament loss. The one that didn't get invalidated. Small key, and this will be an item. There's our Bombos. That gets us back into T-Rock if we really want to. I really don't want to. Okay, we'll do this. We'll go out. We'll do the, So, basically, we're flippers away from go. We're almost flippers away from go here. We'll do this. We'll go check Mire. And then we have a choice if it's not here or Eastern or in Mire. We have a choice between doing Turtle Rock or Smithy Round. One of those is smart, the other one is fucking terrible. Why don't we not fuck this room up with a fucking butter sword? It's like, I don't wanna... Why couldn't it have been Ice Palace that was required and not Swamp Palace? Like, if it's fucking Ice Palace, we just fake flip with that shit and we're done with it. Close one, too. That was the tricky one. So this should be the last item. There's no way it could be on the bridge. That absolutely must be the key. Be the flips. Six. Fetch item. I mean, we'll have the ability to go there soon. We could also do fake powder. That's actually not the worst idea in the world. If we're going to do the smithy route. And we're not going to do it yet. We'll do this, we'll save quit, and then we'll go check Meyer, make sure that we can get in there. If we can, we'll just full clear it. It'll be really easy with what we got. We even get to do our favorite strat with Kate. Or this could be just flippers and just say, fuck, you're done, go mode, everything else. That would be amazing. I would be very, very happy with that. It also means we are never going to get silvers. So silvers are going to stay up there the entire game. At least I think. Okay, how long does it take? So, let's say I wanted to go do silvers. It would take roughly a minute to go do silvers. Because you got to flute down to... You got to flute down to 8. You need to flip up. That takes about 30 seconds, and then it takes another maybe 30 seconds with the boots and the flippers to go get them, so it'd be a minute. You know what? I think it's worth it. The more I think about it, because silver versus silverless Ganon is more than a minute. Fucking, I screwed up the quick hill. Maybe that is worth it. It saves more than a minute. We won't check the wishing well because there won't be anything left in there to get. But I think that saves more than a minute. Alright, we gotta go cash that flute in. You know, it also increases, it helps the Landmoa fight, it helps the mimics going up. I'd say that's more than a minute. Fuck it, yeah, let's do that. I think that's probably worth it. Alright, so let's go do Meyer first. See what's down there. we'll definitely check these for flippers before we go into Mire, because we can go on Mire, it's a lot of time. If we can get in here, which we cannot. Oh no! Oh no! We are not one item away from go mode. That's kind of surprising. Do we do Turtle Rock or the Smithy route? 6 items out of Turtle Rock. I'm actually gonna get this. It's worth the 10 seconds this takes. I have 3 of those now? Let's do the Smithy route. We're gonna do the Smithy route. Which actually means we're gonna do the fake powder as well. Because we can actually clear almost everything down here with this strategy. Because not only can we do that, we can also do Pyramid is on the same route, Bombos is on the same route. So there's actually 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 items? Correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 actually. No, just 7, just 7. So we're 2 items away from go. Checking 7 items before going to a pendant Turtle Rock seems just fine. Because it's flippers, it gives us one way. If it's Quake, it gives us another. So I'd actually prefer it be Quake than the flippers if it is going to be here, because I'm actually going to get this. I've learned to appreciate the defensive quality of the Mirror Shield. But if it is the... We definitely want it to be Quake first, because if it's the flippers, that means it might be in Swamp and we don't have to go mode it, but it also means if we go into Swamp and not go mode it, and it's not there, we waste a bunch of time. So... Alright, we're gonna do this. Let's burn down the forest. Sorcery. What is this foul, wicked sorcery? It is a piece of heart. Alright, we want to take the... We're going to take the long walk because we want to keep the portal open for Bombos. I would love to know the logic behind fake powder and how that slipped through code. Really don't need any more bombs. Man, a fake powder would have actually gotten us something. That would have been amazing. That would have been crazy. There's our flips. Ah, that's what we didn't want. Ah, now we can go Swamp before, and we gotta look for Quake. Which we will do. We'll absolutely do it. So we'll do it now. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna leave this portal right here. We're gonna have to do this anyway. So let's, yeah. You know what we're gonna do? We have to do this anyway. We're gonna leave that portal right there. We said we were gonna do this anyway, so we're gonna do it now. And we're actually gonna pick up the other 2 items on the way. In that off chance that it's up here would save us a boatload of time. It just means that we have to walk back out and flute out when we pick up the silvers, so that we don't lose the portal. Well, that's fine. And we do it that we leave it there so that we can just go immediately flute back to 7 and not have to open up the portal again and all that. So we were gonna do this anyway. Okay, this is much less than a minute. The only reason it's even gonna take longer than that is because we're gonna not save quit here. You normally would just save quit, but we're not gonna actually do that here. Oops. We're gonna go down this way, and we're gonna flute out. Doing it this way saves a ton of time over save quitting, opening the portal back up, doing all that. We're done with this mushroom. Get rid of it now. Oops. Just letting them loose. It's the only time we're gonna come here. We shouldn't need any of this, but we're gonna do it anyway. We were checking this anyway, so... Alright, now we do it. We do not need magic down here, so... And then we just pop right back in. So I think in the end that still saved time over doing it. Save quitting, going back through the menu, opening the portal again, going back down, doing all that. We had to do that route anyway. We said we were going to do it for the silvers. The only thing that it added was the little time that we spent running out and then which is less time than we would have spent otherwise, so... So unfortunately, this is not a quick clear of swamp, which was what we wanted. Hopefully, it's not in Turtle Rock. That is a bad sign. Just need quick medallion. Mire will be a quick go mode. Just gotta hope it's not Turtle Rock. Could also be an ice. I mean, we could be in either one of those. Well, actually, we'll check Fat Fairy first. Because we're right here. We've already got the portal open. It's really easy to get back there, too, because we did, what am I trying to say here? Because we did Aghanim. It's even faster to check the ferry. But we will also... think which way is the fastest way to do this. I'm gonna check full left here. Yep. There's a minimum of one item over here. Minimum. I almost did it again. That's so bad habit of just walking over that way and ready to open the gate there, but then you flood the key, and that is not a thing you want to do. Logic only opened up by randomizer. Give me some Quake. Give me some Quake. That's one item. Well, at least it could have been the big key. At least that would have. I mean, we would have come back in unless the Quake happens to be on the up the middle here. So we would have come back in. I still say that's quicker doing it that way, and then double backing in afterwards, because you don't have to do you don't have to come back in through the front door, and you can do the shortcut to get the small key, and it's just faster that way. Shit happens. Boy, we're checking a lot of shit here. Model. Mirror shield. Which, unfortunately, means we're coming back in here unless this happens to be the last item. Oh, it is! Oh, cool. So, make sure, yeah, okay, good. So the compass is in the big chest. Alright, so good news is, we don't have to come back in here. Bad news is it's not here. It's either in Turtle Rock, or it's in Ice Palace, or it's in Fat Fairy. It's all that really we have left to check. I need to learn the fast kill on this with the speed shot. You can get a kill even before he does that first. And throw my balls in the face. Yes, I said that intentionally. So this is the big key, doesn't matter. 6 items in Turtle Rock, 3 items in Ice Palace. They both suck. Big Bomb is only 100 rupees, right? I hope so, because I wasn't out of the rupees to get it. Pretty sure it's just 100 rupees. Pretty sure it's just 100 rupees. Yeah. Don't lose it. I ain't got any more money. I'm fucking broke. So just do it now. It doesn't really matter when you do this. You gotta do it at some point. Well, this is the quickest thing to check. Because the other two, I just have to choose a dungeon and go with it. Don't know which one I'm going to choose yet. I still have not made up my mind. There's actually 7 items up at Turtle Rock. Not powder, we know that. We did fake powder. There's 7 items in Turtle Rock. We're gonna go to Ice Palace. Don't ask me why. Couldn't tell you. Why did Meyer have to be Quake? Oh, damn, I did not mean to get that, because I actually don't want Sword Beams here. I super do not want Sword Beams here. Definitely do not want to, because we're going to be full clearing anyway. There's no reason to have bombed up here. Again, if we have to check the asshole chest, it's quick. Hopefully we don't have to go that far. So we're taking a gamble against the odds, just based off of pure item count, that, you know, it's an ice over Turtle Rock. This just takes it's a little quicker. It's a little bit quicker to get to, at least. That's what I mean. You know, it takes a few less minutes to clear. Getting the first few items in Turtle Rock is really easy. Getting the last ones takes some time. But there are 7 items available up on the rock, where there's only 3 in here. Oops. So, again, it is a risk. It's just a 70-30. Unfortunately, there are no quality of life items that we can get, because we already have everything. Bug. Ooh. Yay. Now I can catch bugs. Where's the other? Yo, Johnny. I'm not going to sleep yet, man. It's New Year's Eve. Gotta stay up till at least midnight. only 2 chances here. Only 2 chances left. Come on, give me Quake, give me Quake. Quake! Boom, motherfucker! Gamble pays. Yahtzee! Yes! Did the 70-30 and it fucking paid. Love it. And there was really no reason to ever go into Ice Palace before this, so I don't think anybody's sequence broke that and got it early. I'd be really shocked if they did. So, lucky us. Point for the good guys. I say that using the Ganondorf sprite. Johnny, you're like me, though. Like, by 12:05, we're gonna both be asleep.
Guys are just lazy bugs.
No, we're just old. Oh, god damn it.
As old as you want to be.
So, Johnny, how about them bears, man? Aren't they just the epitome of awesome? I luckily got to miss the last hour because my wife and I went out to eat in Schaumburg. I listened on the radio on the way in with everything except the last couple of minutes, and I turned it off because it's like, you know, if they can't score in the fucking red zone. They had 7 fucking opportunities to score in the red zone on that one drive, the second to last drive. 7. You or I could have got it in with 7 chances. Yes, they do. But good news, everybody. They're out of their misery. We do not have to watch the Bears for another 9 months. 8 if you count preseason. Come on, be here. Bicky, 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 Bicky. Red clothes. I'm gonna actually go this way, just because... I don't know. Just because. It's quicker going this way, as long as it's not in the vanilla location. Ah, fuck, I'm not gonna make it. And since we're almost dead, let's fairy fly this thing. Come here, little bitch. So we should actually have some interesting games next Saturday. There's 2 good games on Saturday, aren't the good games on Saturday? You know, I don't have the schedule in front of me right now, but I looked at it earlier and I thought, yeah, Saturday's games are better than the Sunday games. Six weeks, man. Can't wait to watch baseball on the new TV. Dude, we watched some DVR tonight, and then I got to watch some football. Fuck, it's on the other side. It's in that one chest. It's the only chest that it can be in. But yeah, I gotta get a good chance to start breaking that TV in. Man, it looks fucking nice. It's funny, you're gonna walk in, you're gonna look at it, and you're gonna say to yourself, isn't it smaller than the last one? It's because the bevel is so fucking thin, it looks smaller, but it's actually not. It's actually a larger overall TV. It's just much thinner. so... Well, we'll get this done, and then we'll head to the Tower of G. The hell was that? The hell was that? Oh, you have voice thing on for notifications? There's a bunch of shit that's on by default in Discord that I turned off. You just go through your settings and find everything. There's a whole bunch of settings in there. A metric shit ton of settings. So I gotta wonder who the Bears are gonna end up getting for a closer this year, because I don't know of any closers out there. Like, what closers are out there on the free agent market? I actually have no idea. Like, I can't think of any big name closers that are free agents right now. Alright, we are done here. 142.42. We're just now heading up to Ganon's Tower. But we did not have to go into Turtle Rock, which is a miracle considering the circumstances of this seed. It was saying that it was telling you, go to Turtle Rock, go to Turtle Rock, go to Turtle Rock, go to Turtle Rock, but it wasn't in Turtle Rock. Oops, fuck. We have to go up Dark Side here because we did not open the Turtle Rock portal. It's quicker doing it this way. Just gotta do it the easy way. Not gonna chance anything.
I don't see where I can deactivate that.
I'm pretty sure there's got to be a setting in there somewhere to deactivate the voice translation. Wow, we checked just about everything, unfortunately. But this was definitely a seed where the shit was hidden. The flippers were buried. The Quake was buried. So, thankfully, I mean, Turtle Rock was a complete herring. There's nothing in Turtle Rock. Because we already have butter. We did pick up those silvers when we were up there. There's absolutely nothing that could be in Turtle Rock. Oops. And this, again, this seed definitely was saying go to Turtle Rock. So I'm glad that my stubbornness finally paid off, because that was definitely the way to go. Come on, Vicky. Hell, there wasn't even a bottle in Turtle Rock. We did get all 4 of those. We have 3 blue goos and a bee. Dude, isn't it? If I can get this seat done before the East Coasters turn the calendar over. If I find the big key quick, I can... I mean, I should be able to, but... Depends on how far this big key is shoved up someone's ass. Looks like somebody's about to forfeit. Apparently they went way out of the way.
Hello.
Hi, Troy. Jesus. You need to kick Kiva out of her bed because that's what she does to you. To the Rando room. You didn't draft or anything this weekend, did you, Johnny? I mean, the weather ended up not being at all anything. I mean, it snowed for like 8 minutes. Where is the key? I'm glad I picked up those silvers now because I'm going to have to go do Armos Nights. Yeah, I think in the end it's still quicker. Because it only took us about a minute to go do that. Plus we picked something else up on the way anyway. We picked up the items, so... Yeah, we just had our first forfeit. Oh, Jesus. Hi, Kitty. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, somebody just forfeited, so he wasn't feeling too well. Wonder if that's the New Year's cheer. Fuck. Oh, shit. Guess I was too far left. God damn. Oh, fucking shit. Well, only 3 chances here, or it's in tile. Could be right there. Alright, we got 6 arrows. So we're gonna have to take a quick stop. And grab the, there's 5 arrows in this next room. We are gonna stop and get those. And fucking Gemini's like, God damn it.
Heather's little dog.
I saw that, yeah.
She's got some bruises on her.
Shit. Yeah, I saw those pictures. I mean, poor girl.
This is the first time she smiled since the accident.
Yeah. Actually, I thought we were doing pretty good, but Gemini must have got into ice sooner, I guess. I mean, if we didn't check any of the routes, we probably would have saved 2 minutes, but we're more than 2 minutes out right now. That sucks. Not getting first. 3 blue goos here. I'm not too worried about it. We are definitely going to have to stop and pick up the extra arrows here in this next room, though. We need 4 for Ganon, and right now... Oh, shit. In fact, I can't waste another one here. We're going to have to do this the old school way. Don't need more. 8's enough. If 8's not enough, we don't deserve to finish. Alright, we'll pick up this 5. They're right there. Why I do that. I always do that. I always get that one right there, and you don't really have to. Just walk around. I don't know why I do that. Just muscle memory. Gotta kill that. So we're gonna be about 4 minutes off the lead when we finish here. It's not horrible, but it's not really great. Definitely not validating here. I mean, the only way that you could have finished with a time like that is if you did not go into Turtle Rock, or you sequence broke Ice Palace really fucking early and got the Quake. Which, I mean, I've seen people do that. So, they got basically what happens is they got the flippers, saw that, you know, and decided to just go straight into ice and snagged it, which is fantastic. Fucking split the goalpost right there. Oh, this is not good. Yeah, we're gonna miss this entirely. I was trying to get to the other side. That's a triple that I missed. Damn. Yeah. Definitely would have been done by now. Oh, one of those didn't count. That should have been 6. One of those didn't count. Yeah, we're gonna be... I'm sorry, actually, we're gonna be like 6 minutes off the lead. 6 or 7. I saw the time wrong. That was not a good Aga fight either. But, oh, is it East Coast? 4 minutes away. I'm gonna get this finished just before the East Coast turns over the calendar. So any East Coasters out there, almost Happy New Year. Let's go stab us a pig. I did know that. I knew that from you last time. Oh shit. You fuck up the first one and then it's really easy to fuck up the next ones. You don't want to hug Ganon. He's cute and cuddly, and don't give him any hugs, though. He doesn't hug back. I gotta be like this, man. I gotta be like this. I gotta be like that. Oh, am I gonna get the freebie? I think I did. Yep. This actually, I want Torch Glitch here, because he's in a bad position, so... Let's see if I get the quick double here. Nope, not a double. I have to refire here. I just see a dot done. I did. Fuck. Seriously. That's disappointing. Shit. Nah. Garbage. Thanks for playing. I'd give a key roar for that one. This fucking garbage run, man. Fucking garbage. Hey, has John Fox been fired yet? Del Rio got fired. Not officially fired yet, it looks like. I know Pagano got fired. Don't say nice work. That was not a good run. That was garbage. I should have finished like 5 minutes sooner. I checked a lot of shit I shouldn't have, and it cost me at least one place. I don't know if I would have gotten first in that one based off the way things are going, but I checked a lot of shit I didn't have to. It's a bad habit of mine of checking overworld items, so whatever. Doesn't matter. None of this really matters. Just say Smith. When did I get the boots? Let's see. Boots were in... Where's the boots? Boots were in Pod. So I got the boots fairly early, about the 40-minute mark. So we're going to play Guess the Bonks, ladies and gentlemen. How many bonks? How many bonks? How many bonks? So I got the bonks... Or the bonks. Yeah, I got the bonks all right. Because I got the boots around 40 minutes, so I'm going to say... 18 bonks. 18 bonks. If anybody wants to guess the bonks, now is the time to put them in before I fast forward through the credits here. And hey, East Coast, Happy New Year. Alright, let's fast forward. East Coast, it's 11 o'clock.
Oh.
Check the bonk count, and then we will call it a night. Oh god. That's a lot of bonks. I got a lot of bonks. That was 27 bonks. That's a lot of bonks for getting boots at 40 minutes in. Oof. Alright, that's gonna do it. Yeah, those numbers aren't great either. So, alright guys, that's gonna do it. John, my man, if I don't talk to you before then, I'll see you next Saturday. Yeah. That's all we got, man. So, I'm out of here. Happy New Year, everybody. Woo, Happy New Year. And I'm sure I'll be on tomorrow doing something. So, I actually, you know, real quick, let me check and see if there are daily races tomorrow. I don't know if there actually are daily races tomorrow. I don't think that there are. No, there are not. Okay, so there's no daily races. So, yeah. If I'm on, I'll just be doing random shit. So, alright, guys. We out of here. Check you tomorrow.